Here we go. It is October the, heck, I don't even know, 19th, 20th? I don't remember. 19th, I think. But anyway, we are at our farm that we have not been to all year. It'll be the first time to check trail cameras here in a month and a half. So it's blowing 30, 40 mile an hour right now, so I'm actually sitting in the truck trying to avoid the wind while I do this. But we're going to go check some trail cameras and see what's going on. We get some daylight photos of some bucks we're going after this weekend and next weekend. So hopefully we get some good stuff. We'll bring it to you here in a little bit. Well, we're getting excited now. We just pulled one set, haven't even popped it in yet. We've seen 4 rubs, and they're big. So we'll let you know what we find out. Well, we're back home now. All the camera cards are pulled, and we've gone through the inventory. So we've got 3 good shooter bucks. They're 4+. We got a couple of good 3-year-olds, one that I know very well. Had a good encounter with him last year on my birthday, and I let him walk because I knew he was a 2 or 3-year-old, and this year he's come back. He's much bigger, but still he's a 3-year-old. So 2 deer showed back up that we haven't seen in a long time. They actually cut the 110-acre CRP field that's across the street from our property this year. With the drought, they were allowed to bale it for hay this year for cattle, so they cut that. And there's a lot of bucks that we haven't seen in a while are showing back up on cameras much later than normal. So hopefully that means that they are pushed back to our property where normally they spend the summers with us and they go over there for the fall. But this year there's no grass for them to hide in. So we are looking for a good year, and I'll show you a couple of the bucks we found. This deer here is a deer that last year we found, and we named him Sticker 8. He dropped his tine this year on the left side, and now it's just a big fork. So he still has 8 points, but he's really just a big 7-point with a kicker off his G1, but we're still calling him Sticker 8. You can see how big that body is. I mean, he's a tank, and a deer I'd love to put an arrow in. This deer here is the deer that I had the encounter with last year on November 11th. Cold morning, he was with a doe. I was pretty sure he was a 2-year-old, so this year you can see, you know, he's thickened out a little bit. He's added a tine there on the right side, so he's basically a big 9-point. But you can tell by the body, he really doesn't have a stomach, and his neck's not real thick. So comparative to Sticker 8, you know, he's not near the body size. So still pretty sure he's only a 3-year-old, so hoping he stays around and possibly gives us a chance next year. This deer here is a deer that we call Ribcage. He disappeared on us last year and showed back up for the first time in almost 13 months. Actually going on 14, so he's just a giant. I don't know what else to say but giant. And then here's Sticker 8 right behind him. This photo here was taken on September 28th. As you can see, it was an evening shot, and this is Ribcage, the big 9-point, and we have not got a daylight photo of him in almost 4 years, and this is the first one. So it's not actually season yet, but he's there, and he's coming out in daylight finally, so we're hoping that trend continues. Here's a big deer that we're not real sure what to think of him yet. He's got a big body, but he's only got 3 points. He's got a big hook on one side and a fork on the other. That's really all he is. So we're going to have to see him on foot up close to know whether or not he's the deer that we need to take out. And this kind of proves my theory, though. This is the reason why I didn't go out October 1st or any time between then and now after any of these deer. So early September, they were definitely on their feet. You know, they were out in the mornings, they were out in the evenings. But as the velvet came off and they went hard horn, they definitely went nocturnal. So hoping that in about a week that changes. In a week it will basically be Halloween. So we're gonna wait till we see some daylight photos and we're gonna go after them. So hope you enjoyed a little peek into to what we're doing. But right now we're still just kind of sitting on our hands looking at trail camera photos. So fired up, glad to see some of the big boys back, and hope we get to put an arrow in one for you. So stay with us. We'll see how this season turns out. Thanks again.